This local band will be rocking out Thursday in Heflin.
Temperatures are on the upswing across East Alabama for the weekend and weekend ahead. We'll have the complete forecast details coming up.
Coming up in sports, a local standout quarterback is signed to play college football. It will move on campus next month. Also, we cover all the basketball and wrestling matches and games for the day ahead. EAN Local News starts now.
This segment of EAN Local News is brought to you by Oxford Lumber. Come visit any of our locations in Oxford, Jacksonville, Talladega, and Roanoke.
Hello, we're glad you could join us. I'm Katie Edwards. Mike Stedham has the evening off. A group of high school band members have come together to start a community band in Heflin. With many graduating and moving on, this is a way for band members to continue to play even after high school. Francesca Klein, group organizer, says Christmas break seemed like the perfect time to get started.
I think it'll be a really good team building thing for the community because anybody of any age can do it. Just, send me a text and we've got you in if you want to.
With only starting a couple of weeks ago, Klein says that the community is excited to be able to participate in the band, and they are looking for new members as well.
Really good idea to get people from the community so that anybody who wants to play with the group can. Anybody, alumnus, anything like that, more than welcome.
Klein also says that while this group has started in time for Christmas, the goal is to make this band a part of the community for the foreseeable future.
We're not just doing it for Christmas. We're in it for the long haul if we can be. Anybody who wants to do it can.
The community band is excited to perform this Thursday evening from 6 to 8 p.m. at the Heflin Amphitheater, where Santa himself will be joining them. When we return, Christmas lights aren't the only things shining in Gadsden.
For over 60 years, Oxford Lumber has been servicing our area, and our customer service has always been our main focus. Our customer service is what sets us apart from anyone else. From the moment you enter, our highly trained staff will treat you like family.
To enthusiastically provide total customer satisfaction within a positive and self-fulfilling employee relations environment. Visit us at any of our 4 locations or at oxfordlumber.com.
This segment of EAN Local News is brought to you by Waldrop Manufacturing, metal buildings made right here in Calhoun County.
Visitors can find another kind of light show in Gadsden this holiday season. The Walnut Gallery is featuring a light installation through the month of January inside its showroom in West Gadsden. The show, called Calmia, features the work of Alabama native Jamie Grimes. He's a sculpture and installation artist who is based in Tuscaloosa and teaches at the University of Alabama.
I'm creating sculptural objects, and individual pieces that I make I think of as sculptures. But what I've enjoyed doing is creating environments that people can explore, and as you walk through, you're in an immersive space.
Jamie Grimes, a sculpture and installation artist, explains the inspiration behind his work being featured in the Calmia show at the Walnut Gallery in Gadsden.
What I would like for my work to do is to kind of almost water down or simplify the elements that are required for natural beauty to catch our attention and to stand out from just the background.
Grimes said his work is an interpretation of the natural world, and in Calmia, he is drawing inspiration from the blooms of mountain laurel, a shrub that grows locally in wooded areas. According to Executive Director Mario Gallardo, the Walnut Gallery opened in West Gadsden in 2009 to give artists a space to experiment and produce full-scale installations. The gallery space will be open Monday through Friday from 3 p.m. to 5 p.m. through the month of January. When we come back, the children of Jacksonville will soon have a new place to play.
For metal buildings in Alabama and the Southeast, Waldrop Manufacturing is your one-stop source. A Waldrop metal building provides the coverage and protection your investments need. They specialize in carports, RV covers, portable buildings, and storage buildings. Stop paying rent for storage. With Waldrop's price per foot, you can actually save money by buying straight from the manufacturer. Waldrop buildings are guaranteed because Waldrop manufactures buildings with U.S. steel right here in Calhoun County. Waldrop Manufacturing, serving the entire Southeast. Give them a call today. This segment of EAN Local News is brought to you by WM Grocery, located in Heflin, Wadowee, Roanoke, and in Piedmont.
The people of Jacksonville are organizing to restore the old Eastwood School, a historic site used to educate black children during segregation. The now vacant building will be transformed into a community center, a place for Jacksonville children to learn, play, and exercise. According to information released by the city, it will include a gym, classrooms, a playground, a disc golf course, and walking paths. The Eastwood Foundation leads the project, and anyone can contribute to its development by donating money to the organization. Those who donate sums of $25 or more will be named on plaques placed throughout the building once it's complete. According to the city, the proposed project is expected to cost $530,000. John Holder joins us now in the EAN Weather Center to tell us what we can expect in the days to come. John?
Well, Katie, everyone looking ahead to the Christmas holiday weekend. What's the forecast going to be? One thing for sure, the temperatures will be warmer. We'll have the complete forecast details for all of East Alabama next.
Since 1993, WM Grocery has been a major part of our local community. WM offers the very best in fresh produce and an outstanding meat department. WM also has many local products not found anywhere else and fresh sushi every day. If you need an event catered, come see Mrs. K at any WM store. Curbside pickup is also available for your online grocery orders. Be sure to download the WM app for all the deals of the week and shopper rewards. Go check them out today at any of their locations.
We take pride in our community and appreciate your business.
Temperatures are definitely on the upswing across East Alabama. We have been below normal. Now we go to normal today, and we're headed to above normal. 56 are high today. That's the average. Morning lows have still been below average, and that will continue for a couple of more mornings. 27 this morning, below the average of 36. Record high temperatures 76. The record low at 10. And for at least one more day, the days will continue to shorten. Sun rising tomorrow. Look at that. 6:44 in the morning, and the sun setting tonight all the way early at 4:39. Weather on your street coming up on this Wednesday night. It is going to be, as we said, another cold night. We're going back into the 20s. Everyone below freezing again tonight. West Glen Drive out in Alexandria gets cool out there in the Alexandria Valley, and it will be tonight. Don't be surprised if you go a degree or two below even 28 out in Alexandria this evening. Coming up tomorrow, though, it is going to be a day where we take another significant jump in daytime high temperatures. Grayton Road and Ohatchee, the temps just keep rising. We will both be at 59 tomorrow afternoon. Don't be surprised if we see 60 on some backyard thermometers coming up before the day is done on Thursday. And for the start of the weekend, as we get into that Friday, Saturday time frame, temps continue to rise. Boiling Springs Road in Oxford, that's over there by Chakawaka Park. A lot of folks headed out in that direction this weekend for the lights and all the activities going on around that area, very busy area. Well, if you're on Boiling Springs Road, those temperatures are going to continue to rise from the 50s tomorrow into the 60s on Thursday, and it looks like mid-60s for the weekend. You're going to see that coming up right here on our 7-day forecast. We will have dry weather all the way through at least Saturday, and I really think most of the day on Sunday for Christmas Eve. But these temperatures continuing. 59, as we said, tomorrow, 61 on Friday, 65. It's going to feel more like springtime than Christmas coming up on Saturday with plenty of sunshine. Most of the day on Sunday for Christmas Eve in the daytime hours is going to be dry. Again, we're going to be looking at the high temperature at 64 degrees, just a 20% chance of a shower. That will be towards sunset on Christmas Eve. Christmas Eve, liable to be wet. We're looking at about a 60% chance of showers overnight Sunday night and 80% chance of rain now for Christmas Day. It looks like a washout, maybe even a rumble of thunder. Wish we had better news for that. But keep in mind, 60 is a lot better than 0. And last year, we had a low of 0 on Christmas morning and only rising to about 12 degrees on Christmas Day in that big Arctic outbreak. So we'll take that. That's more like we would expect here in Alabama. Another rainy day for the day after Christmas coming up on Tuesday. Again, a 60% chance of rain, and the high will be in the 60s. 60s. A little bit of a cool down and drying out, but again, we don't see any extreme cold weather coming back in the mid-50s by next Wednesday across East Alabama. Well, we mentioned that there was going to be at least one more day of daylight and shorter days coming. Well, that's because tomorrow night is the winter solstice. It is the first day of winter. Winter officially arrives tomorrow night, Thursday night at 9:27 p.m. With that, we will have, as you see here on the graphic, the shortest day of the year and the longest night of the year. The least daylight that we see of any day all year long and the most darkness that we see will be coming up tomorrow. Here's the good news though. Beginning on Friday, the days begin to be a little bit longer until we reach summertime. So something to look forward to on the first day of winter coming up. Well, today was also the first day of signing day in high school football, and there was a switch with a local athlete. Namath Pitts has the story now in sports.
Thanks, John. It is officially early signing day for high school athletes that are signing to play college sports. And one local standout quarterback right here in East Alabama, Jim Ogles of Jacksonville High School, has officially put pen to paper. Jim Ogles was on his way to Troy for an official visit 2 weeks ago. He had just passed Oxford when his cell phone rang. The head coach of the Troy University went and took a job at Tulane, so Ogle turned around and started a 2-week journey of reopening his recruiting. That journey ended this morning on the early signing period when Jim Ogle signed to play college football for Louisiana Monroe. He committed to Troy back in April, but again, Troy coach John Sumrall left to become Tulane's head coach. Troy hired Notre Dame offensive coordinator Gerard Parker, and Ogle switched to Louisiana Monroe last night when he officially dropped his commitment graphic. As you see right there, Jim Ogles announced that he will be heading to Louisiana Monroe. He will depart Thursday and enroll early at Louisiana Monroe. I caught up with Jim Ogles at National Signing Day this morning, where he talked about how he was feeling right now in that moment after signing to play for Louisiana Monroe.
It's a unique feeling. Every kid dreams of it, but it's indescribable right now. It's all so real right now, and I'm just trying to enjoy it day by day before I leave in January. So it's a great feeling.
Jim Ogles, again, was committed to play football for Troy University since back in April, but it just came out of nowhere last night and flipped his commitment to Louisiana Monroe. I asked Jim Ogles what it was that made him decide to change from Troy to Louisiana Monroe.
Yes, with the coaching change, with Coach Sumrall leaving and going to Tulane, that kind of threw a mix in things, but it was a weird situation, but God's got a plan for everybody, and it all worked out. And I was able to go to Monroe this past weekend and get my relationship back with Coach Vincent, who had been at UAB previous years, and he was recruiting me there. So it was good to get that relationship back, and it all worked out.
Good luck to Jim Ogles on his trip to Louisiana Monroe, and I hope you enjoy the crawfish. Let's talk basketball. We've got a couple games that are taking place in East Alabama today, so let's go ahead and give you the full preview right now. Let's start with the Anniston girls. Coach Eddie Bullock's team is on the road today. Well, they'll be facing off against the Thundering Herd of Parker. Eddie Bullock's team still perfect up to this point in the season, and again, they are on the road at Parker tonight. Piedmont opponent is to be determined, but they're playing in the Gadsden Christmas Invitational Tournament. Again, this is the Piedmont boys. Coach Glover's team is up at Gadsden where they were playing in the Christmas Invitational, but their opponent is to be determined. Also playing in the Gadsden Christmas Invitational is the Ranburne Bulldogs. They again are going to also be playing in the Christmas Invitational, and their opponent is to be determined. Also today, up at the Sardis Christmas Tournament is Coach Clay Sprayberry and the White Plains girls. They're playing in the Christmas Tournament at Sardis as well, but their opponent is to be determined. East Alabama Wrestling continues today. We're approaching Christmas, but there's still teams in action. Let's take a preview of all the wrestling that's either took place earlier today and is still wrestling as we speak or is taking place tonight. Let's start with Alexandria. The Valley Cubs are on the road down in Birmingham where they're at Homewood at the Homewood Invitational Tournament. This is a stacked tournament. It includes Alexandria, Auburn, Centerpoint, Chelsea, Grissom, Hartselle, Helena, Homewood, Jasper, Mortimer Jordan, Opelika, Russell County, Sparkman, Vestavia Hills, and West End. This is a very stacked 6A, 5A tournament that features some really good teams. Also 7A. Again, that is at Homewood. Also featuring two teams in East Alabama, Piedmont and Ranburne they're wrestling at the Battle of the Bulldogs. This is all 1A through 4A, and this is at Dora, who won last year's Battle of the Bulldogs. Whoever wins the Battle of the Bulldogs gets to host the next year, but today Piedmont and Ranburne are wrestling at the Battle of the Bulldogs at Dora High School. That's it for EA and Local Sports. Let's go back over to Katie.
Thanks for the update, Namath, and thank you for watching today. You can find us here online every weekday on Facebook, YouTube, or Instagram, and on our website, eastalabamanow.com. Just go to our video feed and watch us whenever it's convenient for you. We'll see you back here Thursday for your news on your schedule.